Hello everyone, this is a short yoga practice. We're going to focus on building some strength in the body as well as cultivating a sense of inner strength. Let's begin with this seated meditation pose. Just a few moments to find the breath here. When you're ready, let's reach the arms high over the head. Exhale and plant the hands and find a tabletop position. As you inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, round through the upper back. Inhale to bring the chest forward. Exhale to round. Walking the hands forward, let's bring the chest down to the ground, finding a puppy pose, Anahatasana, lining up the knees underneath the hips, melting the chest down. Find your forehead or the chin. And walking the hands back, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, sending the hips high. Find a downward facing dog. And start to walk the feet to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen the spine on an inhale. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet to rise up. Exhale, bring the hands at the heart center, connecting through the soles of the feet to the ground. As you inhale, reach the arms high, exhale and fold forwards. And let's interlace the fingers, take the hands behind the back of the head, or maybe a little sway from side to side. Lift and lengthen the spine, plant the hands, step the feet. Lower the knees, chest is forward, rolling the shoulder blades back. Find your cobra. Stretch back into downward facing dog. Again, the same thing, walking the feet towards the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen the spine on your inhale. Fold over the legs. Press through the feet to rise up. Exhale and fold back down to the ground. Lift and lengthen on an inhale. Step the feet. Find your high plank, then lower the knees, bring the chest down to the ground, roll the shoulder blades back. Let's send the hips high for downward facing dog. As you inhale, right leg lifts, exhale, step the foot at the top of the mat. Find your warrior one, connecting through the back to the heel, through the back heel, then release the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, start to fall down on the inside of your right knee. Inhale, back to your warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet. Let's move through our vinyasa, dropping the knees to the ground. Bring the chest forward. Exhale and send the hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the foot at the top of the mat. Root through your back heel, reach up through the fingertips. Then release the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Start to fold on the inside of your left knee. Inhale to reach up through the fingertips. Find your warrior one. Plant the hands, step the feet. Moving through our vinyasa, drop the knees, bring the chest, bend the elbows. Find your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. A little sway of the hips here in downward facing dog. Let's lower the hips onto the heels for a moment of rest, just to connect to the breath again. When you're ready, make your way back to a downward facing dog. Lower the knees, walking the hands forward. Find that puppy pose again, melting the chest down to the ground, lengthening through the lower back, active through the shoulders, and then stretch back into downward facing dog. As you inhale, right leg steps, ground down through your left heel. warrior one. Release the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, start to fall down on the inside of your right knee, humble warrior. Inhale to reach up, exhale, plant the hands, step the feet, move into our vinyasa. Inhale, find your back bend, cobra, exhale, downward facing dog. So inhale, left leg rises, step the foot at the top of the mat, ground down through your right heel, warrior one. And the same thing, interlace the fingers, find your humble warrior. Inhale to reach up through the fingertips, exhale to plant the hands, step the feet. Let's find our vinyasa, bend at the elbows, chest is forward. Exhale, a little rest in child's pose, stretching back. As you inhale, right leg lifts, step the foot at the top of the mat, find your warrior one, hugging the ribs in, find your humble warrior, so folding down. Inhale to reach up. This time we're lowering the left hand and find a little simple twist. Then dropping on the outside of your left leg, step the right leg on top of your left. Find the side plank and then lowering to our vinyasa. As you inhale, left leg rises, step the foot at the top of the mat, root down through the back heel for warrior one. Release the hands, interlace the fingers, find your humble warrior. Inhale to reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, root through your right hand, find your simple twist. Drop to the outside of your right foot, step the left leg on top of the right, find your side plank. Then we're moving to our vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, step the foot at the top of the mat, and then the left follows. Lift and land on the spine. On our inhale, exhale, fold. And let's rise up and then start to fold back down. Heel toe the legs to the sides and start to lower the hips down. Find your malasana pose. So really lengthening through the spine here. And then plant the hands, lift the hips, stepping back through a downward facing dog. Let's find that puppy pose again. So melting the chest down to the ground. And so really lengthening through the lower back here. Activating through the shoulders. This is a very deep shoulder stretch. Walking the hands back. And let's come into a downward facing dog. As you inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knee, open up the hip. As you exhale, draw the knee in towards your nose for tiger pose. Inhale, back, exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose. Inhale to bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to your nose. Let's drop the right foot at the top of the mat on the outside of your right hand. Find the lizard lunge. The left knee can be on the ground. Let's drop onto the left forearm, taking the right arm behind you. Maybe you're taking hold of your left foot in the right hand. And release that. Moving back to our downward facing dog. We're going to change sides, but first let's move through a vinyasa. Inhale forwards, exhale, send the hips high. Inhale, left leg rises, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, and exhale to draw the knee forwards. inhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, draw the knee forward, then step the left leg on the outside of the left hand. Find that lizard lunge. The right knee can stay lifted or drop it to the ground. Let's drop onto your right forearm and take hold of your right foot in the left hand if possible, if there's enough room. So back to our downward facing dog. Let's move to our vinyasa. So bend the elbows, bring the chest forward. And then back to our downward facing dog. As you inhale, right leg lifts. Take the knee across the body. Inhale. Now we're going to step the right foot behind the body. Find a wild thing, lifting from underneath the hips. Then release that leg. We're going to move to our vinyasa, bringing the chest forward. Exhale back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, left leg rises, bend the knee. Let's take the left knee across the body to the right hand side and then step the left foot behind the back. Find a wild thing and come back to center. And we're moving through our vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back. Let's stretch back into a child's pose for a moment of rest. And then we're going to make our way onto the back of the body. So slowly bring yourself down. And we're going to hug the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. Maybe taking some big circles with the knees. Now we're going to extend through the left leg, hugging the right knee into the chest, maybe drawing some big circles with the right knee. Then place the right ankle on top of the left knee, extending through the left leg, flexing at the ankle, really releasing the tension from the neck and shoulders. Now we're extending through the right leg, drawing some big circles with the left knee this time. Relaxed through the upper body. Placing the left ankle on top of the right knee this time. Extending through the right leg, flexing at the ankle. And then release that. Let's place the left knee on top of the right knee and drop both legs to the right hand side for a little spinal twist. Come back to center. We're changing sides, dropping both knees to the left hand side. Now release, unwind, and let's make our way into Shavasana, final relaxation, extending the legs out. Let go of every tension, finding a moment of stillness here in Shavasana. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, maybe share this with your friends, and I really hope I'll see you soon. Namaste.